Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to make some iced tea, so stay tuned. Right, so what I have here is I have a saucepan here that has maybe 3-4 cups of water in it. You don't have to be at this point exact with the water measurement. You just want to make sure that there's less than 2 quarts of water in your pan. And I have a juice container here that I saved. It holds 2 quarts of liquid, and so I will be making 2 quarts of tea. So I just need to make sure that this water is going to fill the jug maybe half full, so I can top it off with some colder water so it doesn't go in the refrigerator really warm. Then I have some Christmas teas left over. Right here, I'm going to use one of each of these Christmas teas. This blue one, apple flavor and savory cinnamon, cardamom, and clove spices. I have another Christmas black tea that's cinnamon, cloves, and apple here. Then I have these Tetley iced tea bags, and these are super sized, extra family size tea bags. And then 2 packages of some random tea. These are both Christmas teas. I'm going to use one of each in here to make 2 quarts of tea. Then I have, this is a 2/3 measuring cup, and I have it not quite full of sugar. I can handle my tea unsweetened, but my husband likes to have his sweetened, so we just kind of meet in the middle, and I sweeten a little bit. So sugar is optional. So I'm going to turn my burner on, and I'm going to heat my water. You don't have to heat your water to a boiling. You just want your water to get hot enough to dissolve the sugar and to let your tea bags steep in this water. So I'm going to turn my burner on, and I'll be back when my water gets hot enough. It should only be a few minutes. All right, so my water is starting to steam, and I'm starting to get those little bubbles on the bottom of my pan. So I'm going to put my sugar in and stir it and so my sugar can dissolve. You don't need to bring it to a boil, so I'm going to turn my burner off, but I'm going to leave the pan sitting on the hot burner. I get all the little tabs kind of adjusted at the same length, like this, and I put a little fold like that to fold them, so they kind of try to make them stick together. And I'm going to put these in my pan of water. Kind of push them down in the water. Like that. And as you can see, it's starting to make tea. So I'm going to take my tea bags, and I'm just going to let them sit here in the hot water on the hot burner. And I want it to get pretty strong, so I'm just going to let it sit here for probably about an hour. Then I will come back, and that way it'll be cool enough to pour into my jug with some regular tap water. So I'm going to let it sit here for a while, and then I'll be back. All right, so it's time to transfer this into the jug. It's definitely dark. Now what happened is one of my tea bags came open at the top where the tea bag's kind of folded and then stapled. It came undone, so I have tea floating in here. But I have a way to fix that. I have my little teapot here, and it just so happens to have a strainer for loose tea, and I'm going to be using that. And put them in my little spoon rest right here. Okay, so I have my strainer from my teapot in my funnel like this. This isn't how I normally do it, but because this happened, I'm going to do it this way this time so I don't have floaties in my tea. And I'm going to pour this pan in my strainer through the funnel into the bottom. I normally don't do it this way, but because the tea bag broke, there are exceptions. So that gave me this much tea. So now I'm just going to go to the sink and I'm going to fill it up the rest of the way with just cold tap water. Put the lid on. I give it a little shake back and forth a little bit, and it's ready to put in the fridge. I usually make this the night before, so when I get up in the morning, it's cold and ready for the day. But this is a good way to get rid of any tea that you might have that you don't really care for the way it tastes. Now you don't know what to do with it. I just save it, and in the summertime, I turn it into iced tea, and it's really fun to match up different teas to come up with different flavors. I could have made this tea all of just one Christmas flavor, but I really didn't want a lot of a heavy clove and cinnamon flavor. So this way I just did, one bag of each and then that big bag of the family size of just plain iced tea to kind of dilute the cinnamon. So it will have a cinnamon taste. It will have an apple taste, but it won't be that strong. It's great. I love doing this every summer. Anyways, that's all I got for now. I'll see you next time here on Survive with What You Know. Bye.